Hello, welcome to the Chat Shit Shed section of the Ale and Audio podcast. Hello, however you are watching, viewing, or consuming this, whether it be on YouTube, our full uncut edition video and all that kind of thing, all the graphics and everything. Thank you for joining on YouTube. Hello, if you're listening to this on Spotify, on Amazon, Apple, Google, anything like that. Thanks for joining us there. But if you want the full shebang, if you want the full show with all the music and everything, head over to Mixcloud, where you get all of that, but with all the music as well. And also, hello to those that are listening to this as it plays out live on Ale and Radio. Big shout out to you too. You're enjoying the full interactive chat at the same time. So, we've been off for a few weeks. Let's find out what everyone's been up to, and let's bring in our resident Sheddies. First of all, it's Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, followed by Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. How are you both doing?
We're back.
We are back. First things first, we've got to say quick.
Feels like it's been ages. Go on.
We've got to say congratulations to you, Andy. Although I don't think you want it. You and Sean Brosnan of the Brosbar, sweepstake winners.
Yeah, can't wait for my prize.
I'm looking for a really tacky trophy.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, it'd be awesome.
Or something, or a massive plaque you've got to put up in your pub shed. Yeah, get something like that. But yeah, how has everyone been doing? Let's start with Dave. What have you been up to, Dave?
I can't remember the last time we spoke now. It's been a while, hasn't it? But we've had a little mini camping trip. Just done some drinking in the bar and out and about. It went to Alton Towers. Was in Dunn's back garden pretty much almost.
Like your first time at Alton Towers?
Been here, there and everywhere. No, first time with Ava.
All right, fair enough.
So, did you manage to get on all the kids' rides, Dave? Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. He's lagging a bit.
Dave, we might have been off.
Didn't we just, mate? I love the postman pack ride.
Yeah.
Dave's lagging again. Well, Dave has
bloody weather.
Oh, there it is. Hold on. Well, Dave tries to fix himself. Andy, you tell us what you've been up to.
Oh, well, what have we been up to? Where have we been? We had it. Excuse me, it's hotter than Alan here tonight. So they've got the doors open. So you might hear what sounds like a prequel to Saw happening. But a guy refuses to do work at normal hours and usually does it in his garage during the evening. So if you hear any buzz saw, it's not somebody playing a game to kill people. It's somebody working in his garage. But yeah, the last couple of weeks we went to Chester for a couple of nights, just not Chester, but where Cheshire Oaks is. Stopped near there, had a wander around there for a weekend, some nice food and stuff. We've had a couple of weekends in tidying up around the garden because it got a bit out of control with us being here, there, and everywhere through July. So yeah, it's getting back under control. My lawn doesn't look like Don King anymore, so we've managed to tame that beast. But yeah, pretty good. And the weather's picked up for everybody, hasn't it? Even though we start complaining immediately when it's too hot. I mean, it peaked at 27 degrees last night when I went to bed. That's warm.
What are you on now in the pub shed?
Oh, it peaked at, I'm currently hovering around 32 degrees, but it peaked at 37 in here. So it's manageable toasty, but it doesn't help your spirits and whatever, does it?
No.
Constant heat.
Well,
I don't think I've even got room for some sort of air conditioning unit. So you live with it.
Well, while I went away, I put a fan on in here to make sure that everything didn't explode while I was gone.
How worried were you that the radio would go down while you were away?
Well, it did go down, but I can fix it from my phone. But I was the sort of 3.5 hours on the plane is probably the longest, barring being asleep, where I've not checked it since it launched. So that was quite a strange one. But yeah, it was good for my well-being. Let's put it like that. So, Dave,
are you back?
Are you back? Are you with us? He's in and out. Because we're gagging.
I am back, but I don't know how much of a delay we've got.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Okay, well, we'll go with it. Dave, why don't you tell us then what you've sent us, what you've given us? Because I got this
Yes.
when you came to Sheffield last time. So tell us all about it.
No, I think you
Mrs.
should.
Guy.
Got these. We got
It's a
some
mystery
blue
beer,
pills.
but I don't think I should tell you about it. I think you two should open it first.
We need a glass.
And then
Glass beer.
we'll talk about it.
I've opted for, because it's in a big what's it? I've opted for a big glass for it. So me and Jimbo, when he kindly sent me one of these Ale and Audio pint pots, mystery beer 1 pint pot.
So we had a discussion before we started, didn't we, Andy? And
we had a bit of a guess what it could be.
What do you think it could be?
Tenants was my first thought.
Again.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So open it.
Okay, we go.
Don't open the can. I'm taking the wrapper off.
Don't open the can just yet. Don't tell him. Don't tell him it's you.
I know what it is, Dave.
I know what
you
it
both
is.
now know.
We both now know. We were right. We were right. He sent us a can of Tenants. Say it in your best Scottish.
Hey, fucking Tenant.
Right. I think I'd
So I can finally use correct glassware.
Here's the Scottish edition. Has it become?
So there's a bit of a story behind this.
Did you get it from the B&M in Sheffield?
No. This has come a long way. Obviously, food in Scotland. No. Our resident Sheddie, Spenno, went to Edinburgh for the weekend and brought me back a 4-pack on the basis that I send you two one as well.
Oh,
so
good going,
big
Spenno.
thanks to Spenno for bringing me. So yes, he's basically he went all the way to Scotland just to bring us some Tenants back.
He really shouldn't have.
No, he did though.
No, he shouldn't. No, but he shouldn't have.
Cheers.
Why?
Look at the colour of that bastard.
So like yeah,
glasses, you can see right through it.
This is basically like Scottish Carlin, I think. I've got right head on mine.
It's all right. I mean, I'm a bit logged out from. I'm a bit logged out from being away for a week.
You've on the Greek
somewhere where you can only really get lager. But it's all right. It's okay. I had a weekend off it, and I'm back on it now. So there we go. Tenants. Thank you, Dave.
This is part of a multi-pack, not for individual sale.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I've got the other two here.
And it's not like that stuff, you know. It's actually brewed in Scotland. It's not brewed on the other side of the border and then brought down here pretending to be Scottish. It's actually Scottish, all the way from Scotland.
This is more Scottish than I am.
But it's not as Scottish
more
as
Scottish
Janet.
than the Dumbuckety Scory, this is.
There's lots of blood, Scottish blood, sweat and tears gone into this.
There is.
And you can taste it.
Hey, don't you fucking do it.
Mainly the sweat. No, I'm only joking. It's fine. I like it. I
wondered what that salty edge was.
Well, I've just mentioned it. So
to be fair, it's more of just an excuse. It's more of an excuse just to use
your official Tenants glassware. Yeah.
And
excellent.
That's it though now. That's it. One and done.
Brilliant.
No more.
Well,
so yes, thanks Benno for that, for sending them out.
Thanks Benno. Yeah, cheers. It's going down well. It's going down well. Right. It's time for thanks, Dave, for sending it.
You do realize these cans cost you more in postage to me and Jimbo than they would have actually for buying 4 of them.
Well, this is where we So again, Spedo wouldn't actually take any money off me for these. So Spedo's treat. Unfortunately, you're the person, Dunny, that I actually posted one to because I just handed Jimbo his the other week.
Oh, lovely. Still cost you more in postage.
But there's also a story behind the post. Yeah, there's also a story behind the postage of yours. It cost me £9.50.
Yeah.
Ooh. Why?
So I posted it. So we did it through every herpes, whatever you want to call them. And I weighed it. And I was like, right, there you go. There's the label. Sent it. And then when it got to Dunny, I then got another invoice saying that I mismeasured it and weighed it or something. So they charged me for the extra and then an admin fee on top. So it cost me £9.50. So Dunny, what you're drinking there is a £9.50 beer.
Enjoy
Probably
it.
one of the most expensive pints of Tennant.
9.5%. Let's say £9.50, 4% lager. It's got loads of fast-moving carbonation. Yeah, the head's gone on mine. I tell you for one, it's cold and wet, and it's absolutely boiling in here. So
it's going down
regardless. And that's
be
sometimes what you need. Sometimes you need a bog standard lager for just sitting on days like this. Say if you're in a pub garden and they haven't got much choice, you would just go for a house lager or cider, wouldn't you? I mean, me and Dave were kindly sent some cider from Jack's cider the other week, and it's absolutely blinding stuff. So much so that when we were at camping last week, I was like, I'll have one, then I might have one a bit later. I turned around and Sam goes, have you drank both of them? I was like, yes, they was that good.
Could be a good headline, that, though. A man drinks world's most expensive pint of Tennant's.
That's a world record, I think.
Could be.
That's the dearest pint of Tennant's ever served.
Yep. And it is a pint as well. Full pint.
Yeah.
There we go, I think. Yeah. Yep. Is it? Or is it just short? Not sure. Anyway, cheers. Probably just short.
500 mil.
Just short. 500 mil.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you very much, Dave.
Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Spenno.
It's brought me nicely onto our next feature because I did mention it. I'll do this one. I asked if anyone had been anywhere you want to tell us about, but obviously I've been away, so this will be quite a very short and sweet one. But here we go. Let's wish you a beer. Thanks to Spenno, by the way, who did the Ale and Radio edition of Wish You a Beer for us last week because we were away. So Spenno did as a Leicester edition for Ale and Radio and told us all about places like, is it the Tap and Barrel, is it? And the, I can't remember what you call it now, Tap and Barrel maybe. Maybe also...
Tap and Barrel in Wigston, yeah.
That's it. And what else is the other one? Real Ale Classroom. Obviously, Everard's a brewery itself. He told us all about that, which was great. So for me then, as people know, I went away to Zante and I've been there loads of times. And last year, I didn't really make much of an effort. I just didn't really think I'd find... And I did make an effort to find some better beer because it is just all Mythos, Alpha. It's just, very crap, all-inclusive stuff around the pool. The Mythos and Alpha were fine, but round the pool, the stuff was terrible. But all right in the heat, I suppose. But anyway...
You still took some of your own beer in your suitcase, didn't you?
I still took some of my own. Yep, took the Sheffield one. Exactly, yeah. Couldn't help myself. And it started off a thing now because we've got the Vine Pub Shed doing the same thing. I saw he took a couple of dayers with him as well to have on the beach. So there we go. But yeah, so last year I did find a bar that served or that had some of the bottles of the island's very own Levante beers. But that was all, and it was okay. It wasn't great. It was it's in the bar. Didn't have loads of other stuff. But this year, I found another place, Esme's Bar in Silvervey, and it's got it claims to have over 140 different beers from across the world, and the menu was brilliant. Like it showed, it listed all these different beers from different parts of the world. Some of the things you'd expect. Obviously, it was one of the places you could go and get decent Guinness and all that kind of thing. They also had on Budvar. So they had a proper big Budvar tap thing That was great. And I think they're only one of two places on the island that do it. And they also the only place on the island that served Paul Anna on draft as well. But then they also had obviously Greek microbreweries on, and obviously their own islands, Beer Levante. So I had one of those, and I had something else that was recommended. So this was Esme's bar, and one of the beers that I had was probably the best of the two beers that I tried on the day I went in. I went in again and we had the Budvar. But yeah, the one that I really, really liked was I'll hold it up to the screen. I ain't got it on my thing. But it was from Pikre, which is in Greece. And it was that one there. And that was a
Mercury.
Pikre. No. Yeah, and that was a really good beer. Really nice.
To be
So
fair, when I've been to Greece before, I've had that Zethos Bap. Is it?
oh yeah.
I think that's pretty decent, especially the fact that they serve it in freezing cold glasses, like ice glasses. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like amber nectar at that point. Not
Only-
Foster's, but actual amber nectar. But I like that stuff. That's pretty decent, to be fair.
Only thing with those frosted glasses is that you get covered in dripping water. Because obviously it starts to melt and then it goes all off you, which you don't really mind too
How long
much.
are you nursing your beer for?
But yeah, so that was Esme's bar, and like I say, it was really the only place that did this sort of.
Was that the one? I was just trying to look back on your Instagram, but was Esme's bar a bit like a shed? Did you say Esme's garden? What was it called? Esme's beer garden. It's called. That's it, Esme's beer garden. I was like, when I first read it, I was like, is it a shed? I thought it was like some member of it, like actually a pub shed you found out in Greece at first. I was like, oh, amazing. But
found a pub shed in Greece.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
It was taverna style type thing.
No, but I'm saying that would be amazing if you went on holiday and there's somebody with a pub shed and you went to that. Dave's upgraded here.
Dave's back. It was really good. There's Esme.
Close-up cam.
It was a family-run place by Esme and her two brothers, and randomly, Esme told me that her two brothers previously lived in Sheffield during the off-season.
Oh.
One came to be a delivery driver.
What's the chances of that, eh?
I know. One came to be an Amazon delivery driver briefly, and the other went and worked in the bar. I think they worked in the Botanist. And they also did great cocktails in there, which obviously got his skills to serve at the Botanist. I think he worked in there. But yeah, there we go. I'm echoing a little bit.
It's just Dave's echo.
So that might be me, just because I've just changed device.
All right. But yeah, definitely check it out. And then the only other place I want to mention, really, and it wasn't amazing for beer or anything like that, but I've been to this bar numerous times. It's one of our favourite places in the world because it just makes us laugh. There's a bar called the Two Brothers on this kind of main Silvey strip. And about 11:15, every night, without fail, through the obviously season, which is kind of a 6-month sort of thing, maybe a bit longer, a playlist of music comes on. The DJ's there and he does the same thing every time. It starts with Country Roads and it's called the Two Brothers Bar. One of the brothers runs the bar and he's juggling ice. He's throwing it against the wall and catching it in buckets. He's giving it to people in the bar to throw at him and he's catching it. And anyway, he does all that kind of thing. The other brother, he's the DJ. Country Roads comes on. The staff go and grab a massive wedge of napkins, bags and bags of napkins, and they just launch them everywhere. And the bar is covered in napkins flying all over the shop. They go around sticking wigs on everyone, so random wigs. They put this like mask thing, and it was like a rubber mask, but it was shaped like a hand doing the old middle finger, and they shoved it on a kid's head. He can't have been older than 10, and there was this kid walking around with like a rubber mask on, giving the middle finger. Absolutely brilliant. We love it there. It's a right laugh. So yeah, that's the other place. Two Brothers. If you want a bit of entertainment, from about 11:15 every night, they go absolutely nuts. Napkins everywhere, daft masks on. They set fires to tables and all sorts of random stuff. But anyway, there we go. So that was a little bit of Wish You a Beer. So yeah, like I said, I'm all logged out now because of that full week.
You mean Lager, shouting.
Yeah.
Lager. Sorry about
and
my
I got-
technical
Do
difficulties.
you feel like you've had that much lager? You can go, lads.
I got back at the weekend and went to the bottle shop to do a bit of stocking up. And I popped in and he'd just got the new series of Beak downside up beers in. I don't know if you've seen those.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm having them. And they went down very, very well.
Quickly.
They were really good. That's a great series of beer. But the series comes in 3. So there's 3 beers in that series. One of them being a lager. So I skipped that one. I thought, no, I'll just have the other 2.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Beak makes some of the best craft lager, without a shadow of a doubt. You missed out by not having it. So if you can go get it, get it.
I know. I've been told. Next time I go in, I might pick one up.
We're having a game of cards, right? Dave, higher or lower?
Do you want a game?
Yeah, we might as well while we're here.
Yeah, I've got it on.
Let's
This can
have a
be
quick game. Let me get a. Hold a second. I'm going to get my deck of
You
cards
put your
out 'cause
dicky
there's
bow
one
on.
missing.
You put your
There's
dicky
nothing
bow
for
on.
a pair in this game.
Nothing
Right.
pairs, yeah. Well, it's set up. We might as well have a go, haven't we?
Yeah, well, right. We'll start top left.
Top left.
Ready?
Yeah.
Higher or lower than an 8?
Oh, we go. Jimbo, what we saying?
I can't remember the rules. Do we go up or down from an ace?
Ace is high, right, Dave?
Ace is high. Nothing for a
Right.
pair.
Ace is high. So lower it
Lower.
is.
Got to be lower, yeah.
Lower it is. Oh,
Ooh.
tougher than a 6. 6 of diamonds.
What are we saying?
I need a glamorous assistance here, don't I?
I'm saying lower.
Should we go low? Yeah, let's go lower. Go on. Let's go again.
5 of clubs.
Well done, Jimbo. Well done, Jimbo. Oh. Should we go up?
I'd say up this time, yeah.
Yeah, let's go higher.
Higher than a 5?
Yep. Oh, nothing for a pair in this game.
No, I don't believe it.
God.
That's it. We're done.
Bloody hell.
Never mind.
I could have won a prize then. Forgot to the end.
You could have won the other can of Tennant's Lager that's left.
Dave,
Tell you what,
you're going to have to
I'll
drink
roll
it
it onto
yourself.
next week.
Anybody
Anybody
wants
wants
to? Does anybody want to apply for a can of Tennants? Reach out to Dave at the Hardy Arms Tenant Supplier of England.com.
There we go. There you go. If you want to have a try, you can have a winner game can of Tennants. Live on the podcast, we can have a go.
Right. Let's have a quiz, shall we?
Go for it.
Go on then.
It's the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host Jimbo, your contestants Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. So we've got some questions as always, and we've got a new game as well, as I promoted on the Ale and Audio podcast Instagram page earlier.
I'm glad you had your haircut after that picture.
But we've got some questions before that. We're also going to have a game of Jan's Box if we can squeeze in a Jan's Box.
Squeeze in Jan's Box.
Here's your first question.
I think there's room enough for all of us.
This is an estimation question. Okay,
Oh, cool.
Here we go. So, beer enthusiast Andy Morton happens to be from Sheffield, featured in the Guardian newspaper last week for hitting a milestone of trying how many different beers since 1985?
Since 1985.
That's when he calls himself a beer. It's a beer. There's a thing called a beer ticker, apparently. A beer ticker or a beer scratcher or something. It's where you've got a book. It's kind of what we do now with Instagram, but you know, in the old-fashioned days, you had a little folder and you wrote down everything you tried.
It's like bird watching.
Yeah, before the days of Untapped and all that kind of thing.
He's the original.
Yes.
He is Mr. He's unhinged, not Untapped.
I think he's also a member of Cameron. He does quite a lot with Cameron stuff as well.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
1985. I mean, I've got to 1,000 beers, and I know people have got like people on Untapped have got like 4, 5, 6,000 check-ins on unique beers. So he's going to be miles ahead of them, isn't he? I'm going to go with a stupid number, and Dave can go either side of this. I'm going to go with 1 million beers.
1 million beers. 1 million. Dave, what about you?
I actually wrote down 12,345 just because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's more logical than mine, I guess.
Yeah, some logic in that, maybe. So yeah, how many beers has Andy Morton tried? Different beers since 1985. Okay, let's have a look.
That's literally 2 years younger than me. So that's 38 years of, well, minus the fact that he's probably been drinking from 1985. So he's nearly 40 years of drinking. That's crazy, isn't it?
How many different beers would that be in a year, though? Is a million?
1 million might be too much, but
do you think it might be too much?
It might be too much. If it's not 1 million, you better hurry up. If it's not 1 million, you better hurry up. Pull his thumb out. And get on with it.
The answer then. Well done, Dave. You're getting the points here. It's 50,000. Bit far off there, Andy. But yeah, 50,000.
He looks like he could do 1 million, though.
There's a second part to this question, though, okay? So part 2 of this question is, bonus question, what is the most beer festivals Andy Morton's attended in 1 year? So in one, he gets by through all these beers and all that time by obviously attending beer festivals because you can try quite a lot of different beers. And if you have them in halves, obviously it means you can try more because you don't go home absolutely leathered up. Well, he probably still does go home leathered, but at least he's had more, you know, more scratching, more ticking off in his little book.
I wonder what he classes as like tasting a beer. If it's like, has to be bigger than a third, like, or is it pint? You know what I mean? You don't know, do you?
Yeah.
The thing is, as well, you've got to think, 365 days a year, beer festivals tend to be a summer thing, don't they, really? So. But has he done more than more than 2 in one day? Like, you know, there's the odd times where there's 2 beer festivals happening in the same town or city.
So 365 days a year. What's the most he might have done in 1 year?
I was going to go 250.
250. That's nearly not. It's not far off.
Wow.
That's probably not far off 3 beer festivals a week. Maybe more. Maybe. I don't know.
Just throw it. But you never know. Might have done more than 1 in one day. And
I went for a more conservative number than my first estimate of this competition.
3 million.
And this is based upon a conversation that was had with a guy at work who bumped into another guy at work at a gig, and he said to him, "Oh, I didn't know you were interested in this sort of music." He says, "Yeah, I come here all the time." He says, "How many gigs you been to?" He says, "Well, for my 50th birthday, my goal was 50 gigs that year. So I did that, and now I'm addicted to it." And this was halfway through last year, I think, and he'd already done 75 gigs in 6 months. So I'm going to go 75.
75, okay.
Yeah.
So Dave, you went 250, Andy, 75 beer festivals in 1 year. And he managed to do it in 2004. He got to 109 beer festivals. Well done, Andy. You're closest there, so it's 1-1. We ought to get Andy Morton on the show.
If he's sober enough.
Oh, we get
Uh,
time. He's always at beer festivals.
He's a cask beer lover, mainly, which is cask beer. I think it's on the rise again. We've discussed this before, but it's kept its price down in comparison to craft beer.
It's the tax on beer that's below 4%. That's the difference, and a lot of cask beer is that, isn't it? It's just that people can't get past the majority of cask beer is sour cooled, isn't it? So it's not cold like you would have keg beer. It doesn't go through any sort of chilling process. So if the cellar's cold, the beer's awfully cold. But most of the time, the cellar's kind of room temperature. So it's kind of it's a little bit different thing to get used to. People like a good thirst quencher, like Dave's like he'll down like 25 pints of Tennent's at fridge cold. But if you had it off if he had it off cask, it'd be a different story. He'd probably have one and buck on the rest.
This has been my thirst quencher so far this summer.
Oh yeah, I've still got a fridge full of them.
This is for summer. This can't be a better lager, really.
He's talking about the Brooklyn Pilsner. Dave's got them in cans. I've got them in bottles. I think I prefer lager out of bottle.
If Brooklyn Lager are listening, you can send me some to try. It'd be fine.
Or just get yourself Terran's Foods.
No, what's the point? Are they below 79p a can?
They are the 79p a bottle.
Oh, that's a bit of a rip-off, isn't it?
I like bottles though for lager. But anyway, there we go. Oh, but speaking of cask beer, like if there are people out there who don't have cask beer because of those kind of like warmer temperatures, and it will feel a little bit warmer in summer as well when it's red hot, and then and don't when it gets to winter, go have plenty of cask beer because it's obviously it's naturally going to be cooler anyway because if it's cellar temperature is also going to be cooler. But they're really good, and the good thing about it is obviously they do continue fermenting, don't they? In the casks, don't they? So the flavour, the taste.
Don't get me wrong. Not every pub serves cask great because they don't look after it properly. But if you look for the cask mark, that is a sign of they have been sort of checked to see how they keep their cellar, how they manage it, and how they keep their beer. So
probably got a cellar management qualification like that over there.
No, not a salamander.
Right. I'm getting a bit of echo still.
It's just Dave.
It's going to be from me because I've changed onto iPad.
I put background cancellation on, but it's still doing it a bit. But
I can still see everybody's shed. So.
You might want to just knock your volume down enough so you can still hear us, Dave. That might help. Can you still hear us? Just about.
Yeah, just about.
That might help. We'll start
whispering. I think what I've realised that it's not my internet connection. It might be the fact that it's that hot and my fanless computer is really struggling in this weather. Got one of them little mini, they're like all USB things.
Yeah.
So I think it might be time for an upgrade.
Maybe you can put it on work expenses, Dave.
Yeah, but the problem is the work ones have all got they're all linked to tarmac and you can't do anything.
No, I meant this. Work expenses.
Right, yeah. We'll talk.
We can put it.
I'll speak to HR.
I like this
one.
HR,
Dave, you're getting fired over this.
Oh, I could speak. I'll speak to the IT department. Let's have a look.
£439.
Oh, you might not need anything as big as that. I'll have a chat with Aidan, Mr. Two Daxons. He'll know what we need.
To be fair, it's just going to be like one of them. Like you get the little tiny little box computers, don't you? This is my second one, but I think they get that over hammered and they're not very good in this weather. So,
right, next question. Here we go. A Japanese brewery, Yoho Brewing, have been in the news for creating what? It's either a beer that makes you laugh hysterically for a few minutes, a beer that makes you drink slower, or edible beer coasters. Which I have tried eating yours, Dave.
Does it not taste very nice?
Nah, not quite. It's good. They're good coasters though. I've been using them.
I made a bit of a boo-boo actually when I sent Dunny's beer, because my plan was to pack some into the packaging, and I wrapped it all. And obviously, everybody knows what my wrapping's like. I put about 100 ton of sellotape on it, and then the beer coaster was still sat at the side. I went, "Oh bugger! I've not put them in."
Good job you didn't. It'd cost you about 14 quid.
That would have been 12 quid. Kind of beer.
So there'll be something in the post for you this week. So I've got to send some more out because I had to get a new batch as well. So I bought a load of coasters for me and then ran out.
Dave,
I need a new batch of stickers, I think.
Yeah. I am seeing you on Thursday at the Abbeydale Road Beer Festival.
We'll talk about that later.
So bring some with you, because I then shall be going down, making the big journey south to Jan at the Box Nouns. So I can distribute some for you. Save you some money on postage.
You can have a skimming game.
Yeah. That's it. If you give me too many, though, and weight incorrectly, I'll be charging you 9 quid.
Yeah. He's got one of those like Ryanair things that like measure the size of your baggage. So he can only fit in his car if it fits inside the space. Anything outside, sorry, it's extra.
So, this question, a Japanese brewery, Yoho Brewing, have been in the news for creating what? A beer that makes you laugh hysterically for a few minutes, a beer glass that makes you drink slower, or edible beer coasters. Are we going over to, is it Dave first to tell us this one?
You can do.
Oh, no, it's not. It's Andy, this one. It's Andy.
It's Andy.
Yeah.
Edible beer coaster would be a funny one, wouldn't it? Because what if somebody has like half a bite and then leaves it? I don't think laughing beer would be funny.
Well, it would be, because you laugh.
Unless they put popping candy in it, then it would be funny. I've ruled out the others.
Jimbo's learnt a new feature.
I'm going to go with the others.
So you're going for... You're going
the
for...
One, I can't remember what it was now. The beer glass that makes you drink... Well, we had that stupid beer glass the other week, didn't we? That, like, all different types of beer can go in one glass and it basically blocks. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that one.
So you're going for the beer glass that makes you drink slower. What could that look like, though?
It's probably got a really wide bottom and a really narrow top.
Mm. Yeah, we've said it before, but I hate going in rounds with people drinking Erdinger, because you're trying to keep up with people, and then that goes really thin, doesn't it? And then suddenly they've got to the bottom of their pint, and you're all trying to catch up. What are you going for, Dave?
I quite like the idea of an edible coaster. For some strange reason, it sticks out. They'd make like a rice cake or something like that, using like in the shape of a coaster.
But if somebody has a nibble of it, Dave, and then just leaves it, would you have another bite of it?
Well, no, that you'd hope that the barman would clean it away, wouldn't you? You'd hope.
It's a good bar snack, though, isn't it? You get, you get a coaster and a.
Imagine a pork scratching on the side of the bar. You put your beer on it, but then the table's got to be kept like clean all times and stuff. But hey,
they probably have self-cleaning tables in Japan.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. They've probably got robots that do all that. So I'm going to throw it out there. That
you have toilets to wipe your own arse, don't they? So it's going to be
edible coaster.
So edible coaster for Dave, and a beer glass that makes you drink slower for Andy. It sounds like you're doing some sort of like tombola and you're choosing a prize or something.
It's like we've won the world's crappiest raffle. And all the good prizes are gone. And this is what's left.
So has anybody got it right? Somebody has got it right. So it's not a beer that makes you laugh hysterically for a few minutes. Which one is it? Is it the beer glass that makes you drink slower or the edible beer coasters? Well done to Andy. A beer glass that makes you drink slower, and there it is.
The only thing I'm going to say about that, though, is what brewery would anybody want? Like, why would you want to make your customers drink slower? Because surely, if you say, I'm only going out for an hour, you want to try and cram as much beer in as an hour, isn't it? I mean, you don't just go, I'm going for one. and I'm going to be an hour.
Maybe they drink like fish in that bar.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got to slow these bastards down because I can't
Well,
serve them fast enough.
Funny enough, it looks like what do they call it? An hourglass, don't they?
An
Is that what
hourglass,
it is?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the shape
It
of
must-
it.
A beer
Must be a right pain in
every
the arse to
hour,
pour a
flour.
drink. Must be a pain in the arse to pour a drink in it.
I think
Yeah.
I should. Yoho Brewing. Does anybody know anybody who lives in Japan?
No.
Right.
I imagine that maybe, what is it, IPA Adventures has probably got a glass already that shape, though, that had already previously been invented, because he's got every sort of shape of glass possible, hasn't he?
I think one of my favourite ones he's got one that's like a sea urchin. That's like a bowl like this with all little tentacles that come off the bottom of it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Talking of
Dave
glasses.
likes the one that's shaped like a cock.
Oh, yeah, he's got that as well, yeah.
Talking of glasses. Have you seen what I finally got?
We saw. I don't know,
Well,
did you announce it in the last episode, or was that, or not? I can't remember.
I think it was afterwards,
Was it?
Yeah, so the guys at Shiny Brewery kindly sent me four glasses. We messaged Mike, didn't we, whilst we were in Sheffield? And then when we got back after I smashed the glass, I was like, Mike, can I have a glass, please? Begged him. And he went, yeah, I'll send you some. But luckily, unfortunately, or fortunately for me, it was like, I'll have them sent to Pinno's, and then you come and pick them up from Pinno's. So obviously I had to have a beer as well.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Okay, your last question then is this one. It's multiple choice again. No buzzers needed this week. Multiple choice. Here we go. The TransPennine Express has teamed up with which brewery to launch its own IPA to be sold to first-class passengers on its train routes? It's either Northern Monk, Magic Rock, or Sure Shot. All obviously northern-based breweries. Some of them may cross over with the TransPennine Express routes as well. What we thinking? I think it's Dave first.
Yeah, not sure. I was probably going to say Magic Rock. I don't know why, but
Do you know where Magic Rock are based?
nope.
Uddersfield.
Uddersfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say Magic Rock. I don't know why. Just the only one that really stuck out that would do it, maybe. I don't know.
I probably should get it right. Like, it is Huddersfield, but it's also Home Firth, I think. They've definitely got a tap room there, but I think they're kind of based in that area as well, which is similar sort of area where Last of the Summer Wine were filmed, basically.
Okay.
I'm sure you've watched that, Dave.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I think my mum used to watch it.
Compo, Clegg, and Foggy, is it?
Yeah.
I
can see us going downhill in a bathtub. Like the modern day Last of the Summer Brine, more like.
Last of the Summer Craft Beer.
Yeah.
New sitcom coming soon.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
I'm going to go with a Northern Monk.
Northern Monk, okay.
One of Leeds' finest. Just because they kind of do quite a lot, don't they, of different stuff. So all the patron stuff, collabs, things like that. So I'm going to go with them.
So Andy's gone for Northern Monk, teaming up with TransPennine Express to release their own IPA for sale on the train to first-class passengers on those train routes. Dave's gone with Magic Rock. Okay. Has anybody got it right? Someone has got it right. So it's definitely not Sure Shot. Who's got it right? It's Andy. Well done. There is the Pennine Pale. There we go.
I think they should have called it the Pennine Express. It's the Pennine Express. Get yourself in a mess. It's only session IPA.
So look out for that on your train routes. Only if you're travelling first class, that one. If not, standard passengers apparently can get
tenants.
You can get faith, apparently. Yeah, or tenants, yeah. So there we go. Good stuff. So, What we got here? What we're doing next? Oh no, we've got one more question. Sorry, I lied to you. We do have one more question.
My goodness.
Here we go. This has been in the news to see how if you've been keeping up with the news recently. Okay, so here we go. The Wellington pub in Birmingham have been in the news and on social media this week after their brewery, Black Country Ales, ordered them to rehome their pub cats due to them being a bit of a challenge in maintaining hygiene standards. What are the names of the two cats? It's either Tap and Barrel, as mentioned earlier. Slightly different thing we mentioned them for. Fizz and Bubbles or Malt and Hops. Have you heard about this story? Have you read about it?
No.
No. So there's this pub, the Wellington in Birmingham, and it's for a while it's had these two cats that are just sort of wandering around the pub shed cats, but not pub shed, actual pub cats, and it's caused a bit of a stir recently. I don't know why suddenly the brewery decided it was the right
Probably
time.
been sitting in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know if they've done some sort of refurb or something maybe, and then decided now's the time to not have these cats wandering around anymore. Because cats, I think the sort of brewery sort of said that cats they're a bit more independent than what dogs are, aren't they? They'll not do as they're told. Like dogs can be sort of like sit still, sit there. Whereas my little one went to a cat cafe the other day, and they just do what they want. They're walking all over the place, and climbing on the tables and everything. It's like you can kind of see where they come from a hygiene perspective, but it's caused quite an uproar because a lot of the regulars, really like these cats. But what are their names is the question. Is it Tap and Barrel, Fizz and Bubbles, or Malt and Hops?
I'm going to go. Well, Dave, you go.
I was going to say Malt and Hops.
I was also going to say Malt and Hops.
Both going for Malt and Hops. Okay. Well done. You're both absolutely correct. Well done. There we are. There we go. So that story rumbles on, but it does sound like they have been told the cats have got to go. So they've got to be rehomed. They say the cat's welfare is at heart as well at the same time. But anyway.
I've just noticed something that I should have mentioned before, but you mean you're on about edible coasters?
Oh yeah.
I haven't got. It's not edible, but it goes well with the tenants.
Tea cake time.
It's a Tunnocks tea cake. Now that would be great, wouldn't it?
Is that a Scottish thing? Is Tunnocks Scottish as well?
Tunnocks? Is Tunnocks Scottish? Oh my days!
I've heard of Tunnocks. I didn't know where they were from.
Unbelievable.
It's more Scottish than it is than tenants is.
God.
Right.
What Mal Gibson at during Braveheart.
Right. Here we go then. It's time for What's That Pub Shed Sound? Now, there's a few to clear up here, okay? Because the last time we did a podcast, we were trying to work out that one that Spenno did, all right? So let me play Spenno's one from ages ago first, okay? We did get a right answer in the end. We have announced it on Alien Radio. But here's the last one that Spenno sent us in.
So this week's Pub Shed Sound clue. I'm actually outside in the Spencer Arms beer garden because this Pub Shed Sound lives outside and it is waterproof. So it lives outside and it is waterproof. He makes me laugh. So just to add to that clue, if anybody is saying that it's not a pub shed sound because it's actually in the garden, it's a pub garden sound, it isn't. Because this pub shed sound is attached to the pub shed. And a third clue, if this pub shed sound was human, it would probably be called He-Man. What's this pub shed sound?
There was a pigeon behind there, but that wasn't the one we were looking for. If you notice the pigeon in the background. But yeah, what was it? Does anyone know? Shed 62, I believe it was Shed 62 were the first to get it right. I had no idea. You've heard it a few times now. This has been bugging us for a while. It's not Henry Hoover. Okay. So the answer, well done, Shed 62, was his outdoor electrical socket. So you open it, you unclip it to open it, you plug in, and then you close it and clip it. Don't they have that little clips on it, don't they? So there you go. It was his socket.
Can we ban
attached
him
to
from
Shed.
sending pub shed sounds in, please?
Well done, Shed 62. Now, this one I've been running across the week on Ale and Radio. Okay. So now we're going to play it for you two. We're going to guess it. We're going to give the answer today because somebody has got it right. So I will give the answer in this episode, but I want you two to have a go at what you think it is. All right. So here's another pub shed sound for you. And I'll give you a couple of clues to go with it as well. But here it is first of all, so you can get it without any clues. And one more time. Any ideas what that was with no clues? What did you hear?
Solitaire.
I thought it sounded like sellotape.
Not sellotape. So this was relevant to me because we've got a bit of echo again. This was relevant to me because hold on, will it go? Because I went on holiday. So it was relevant to me because I went on holiday. So I had to use this while I was away. And it's not just something you use in your pub shed when you're away, but you might also use it in the house while you're away. So one more time. And again. So yeah, I used that while I was away on holiday.
Is it a timer?
You are correct. Well done. Spot on. And well done to the K52 MPD who got it right. Dave, do you know what we're on about when we say a timer?
Is it like one of those, like a plug that you can plug in and you can like press little digits on it for a timer?
It is. There we go. One of those. So that is what stopped the pub shed from blowing up while I was away with the radio running for the whole week. Got the fan timer coming on every couple of hours. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well done to the K52 MPD. We'll try and source a new pub shed sound next week. Now, Uncut. I have something for Uncut, right? Because
Brace yourself.
ready for this, right?
What sauce are we talking about today?
No sauces today. But, right, so I realised something that for years I've always said, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? So, and it does relate to me going away on holiday. Before you going away on holiday, my mum used to do it. My dad used to do it to an extent. Steph's definitely done it for years. Before you go on holiday, what is the one thing the other half tends to do? And you think, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
Clean up.
Pack like weeks in advance.
Thank you. Dave, Andy said it. Clean up. Tidy up the house. Tidy up the house for burglars.
No, I'm with anybody else on this. There's nothing worse than coming home to a dirty house or an untidy house.
Yeah, I don't mean dirty. I just mean like,
untidy.
And doing a massive spring clean before you go away. Like, what's the point? No one's going to be there for it.
Yeah, but when you come home and your house is fresh and clean and tidy.
Well,
I think I'm on the side with Steph on this one, so count me out.
Well, I've changed. What I'm saying is I've changed my tune because what did I do before I went on holiday?
Had a massive poo.
Apart from that, what did I do?
Big clean.
I did do a big clean
in the bar.
Yes. With time was ticking. I'd not packed and not done anything. I'm there cleaning the pump. I'm running the sterilisation stuff through the Pints 365. Didn't need to do that. I'm tidying up. I'm hoovering. I'm getting it all sorted and nice. Yeah, I wanted to come back to a nice bar when I got back. A nice pub shed.
You want to open that door and go,
I'm a changed man. So I get it. I finally get it.
We cleaned up last time when we went to Scotland. We tidied up before we went. We come back, and there was ants all by the front door. They all come in to under the cusp of the front door, and they were just like in line going towards the kitchen. I don't think they quite made the kitchen, but they were getting there. And I was like, good God. So yeah, and everything, all that gear to get rid of them. They're gone now, but when you come back in, you go, what the frick is that? Because obviously everything's clean. So you see it straight away. It's like, what the fuck's that?
So you cleaned up and you invited ants in doing that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, whether the door had got, the weather had been that bad, or whether there was some crap stuck under the door or the front door, and they just basically just been looking at that, and then eventually just gone, oh, we'll go in here. We might as well go inside.
Having a party.
We'll have a mooch about, see how tidy it is.
So there you go. I have changed my mind now about all this tidying up before you go away, because I did it to the shed, and I was doing it. I was like, why am I doing this? This is exactly something I'd criticise usually. So yeah.
Did you put pillow over the clock on video player just in case?
Because if he comes past Wendy and he looks in, sees that clock, he'll have it away.
No, I did, but yeah.
3 people deliver it.
Anything else for Uncut? Has anyone else had any interesting sources or anything over the last few weeks?
Nope,
anything you want to tell us about?
Not massively, no. Are we doing a Martin Brewis?
We are doing a Martin Brewis. Yeah,
because I've got a more saving expected, but I'm not. You can't really do it. It's not as easy as it is for everybody else, like it is for me.
No, we'll still do it.
So, well, you got to work at Tarmac to do it.
All right. Well, you can tell us now then.
Well, we know a guy who works for Tarmac who doesn't mind posting stuff.
£9.5. Anyway, so going away this weekend in the van, and we're trying to travel as light as possible and take as little as possible with us. So I thought, how can
Dave's left everything at home and he's going by himself.
I thought, how can I condense a day's worth of drinking into the smallest thing possible? And I thought, I know, 5-litre mini keg. I mean, that would probably maybe take 1 or 2 cans of sours or something, but that'd be me done. 5-litre mini keg one night. So I went on the old Amazon, typed in 5-litre mini keg, Wrexham lager. Full price, £28. Put it in your bag, and promotion adds on a £4.20 discount to it. So I thought, hold on a second, my little counting steps and meditation app. I'm sure it'll do an Amazon voucher on there, and I've got quite a few points. So I checked it, £15 Amazon voucher. So in a 5-litre mini keg has cost me £8.80 for the weekend.
That's about £1 a pint.
Yeah,
you get about 8 in there.
That's also £1 cheaper than this.
Pound cheaper than his tenants, he said.
So I've got a Wrexham lager, and do you know what? I quite like, the mini kegs. They look quite cool, don't they? Because obviously they brand them all up and stuff. They're not just boring. And so yeah, I've got a mini keg of Wrexham lager coming through Amazon.
Very good.
Excellent.
I just thought.
I just hope he doesn't drop kick it over the wall.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Paul Mullen will come along. Yeah, have that.
How is pre-season going for our respective teams?
Not too bad, I don't think.
Well, Wrexham played Chelsea, didn't they, Dave?
Yeah, and there was a fight.
Yeah.
And they lost.
To be fair, fight or the match?
They definitely wouldn't lose the fight. I was quite happy when I saw that Celtic beat Chelsea 4-1. Because you got Brendan Rodgers and old dickhead. So that they lost. I was quite watching that. But yeah, Leicester not doing too bad, I don't think.
Sheffield Wednesday are very well prepared for the first time ever in pre-season in my history of remembering Sheffield Wednesday in pre-season. We've actually got a team. We've actually got a team. We've got a shirt out. We look ready. We look all right. Managers on the ball. We actually look like we could do all right for change. But that's how probably maybe Andy felt last season.
No.
And you didn't.
No.
You seemed to do all right last year. You spent a bit of money on players. You sold a few players and all that.
We went too mad.
Oh,
that was the problem. We went too mad. And the players we bought were, let's face it, they were guff. There's an optimism around our football club, which has not been around for a very long time. Now, I'm not saying the team's going to be any good, but the irons in the fire behind the scenes about what they're doing to engage the fans in the football club, I think shows a lot more willing than has done in previous. So I'm actually going to a fans forum, would you believe it, in the next week. So that'll be an interesting conversation. But yeah.
Here we go.
It can only be a good thing, I think.
I forgot to make. We'll have to start the Ale
We're
and audio.
We're getting, like Man City have got that fans section where all the fans go before the game. We're getting one of them that opens on our very first game of the season. Outdoor seating areas, bars, big screen, stuff like that. We've got our own being set up at the moment, and it looks fantastic. But let's see.
We had the Ale and Audio Cup last year. Obviously, Dave's no longer part of that because he's up in the mighty heights of the Premiership. But Stoke Wednesday still in Championship. We've got I'm opening this up now. If anyone out there wants to take over the running of the Ale and Audio Cup, all it is posting a few stories when we're playing each other, keeping a tally of the scores. If you've got a team who's taking part and you want to run it, get in touch. Let me know. I'm thinking, maybe Matt at the Canary and Cockerel Pub Shed, he might want to be involved this year. He's got Norwich, hasn't he?
Yeah, anybody who's either had a team promoted or relegated is the best. There
we go. And me and Andy will be battling out for bottom spot again, won't we?
Correct. Yes.
The last thing I want to mention...
As long as we finish 17th, that's all we can ask.
One thing I want to mention before we finish talking about football in our Uncut section. So when I went to Esme's bar in Zante, I sat there and I was on my own because I went quite early. It was sort of earlier in the day, so it wasn't as busy. But anyway, two other blokes walked in and they were quite pleasant. Said hello, asked who out because I was sat on my own because I got a bit of time off from the family that afternoon, so I could go out and have a drink. But two blokes walked in, got chatting to him. They were from Stoke, weren't they? They knew of the Harry Potter. They knew who we were because they'd heard him on football phone-ins before. I think he phones up football phone-ins and stuff.
He does,
so they knew of him.
Radio.
And I asked, so who do you support then? Is it Stoke? Is it Vale? It will Port Vale, I'm afraid.
Yeah. only Vale's go to on holiday. They can't help it. I tell you what, you've done very well to find a Port Vale fan. I commend you. I commend you to find two in the same room together.
Yeah. And they've got Darren Moore now, haven't they? Good times ahead for them. So anyway, there we go.
It's like Dave bumping into two Forest fans on holiday. Love it. You just love it.
I think I'd walk away.
Here we go.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices that are still. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
Don't forget, everyone, the up-to-date Martin Brewis rolls round on Ale and Radio constantly throughout the week. We're always doing new ones. People are sending them in. That's the most up-to-date place to hear stuff. This will be short and sweet.
If you see a deal or a steal, let us know.
Exactly. This will be short and sweet. There's not loads going on. But one thing I did post about on my Instagram at the weekend was this. Tesco's have got a big offer on at the minute on their home, kind of like home bar garden type stuff. You can get like reductions on garden furniture and stuff like that. Lights, neon lights. They've got like big bar site, and like 50% off some of this stuff. So I got myself a neon Steph's always wanted one of these, like a neon light type thing. We've not really had one before, and she liked this sort of like wine glass type thing. So we've got one of them up in the sort of newly refurbed spirits area of the pub shed. Now the submachine's gone. So that's in there. That were a £5 down from a £10, right? And then those bar lights on the top, if people can see the screen, there's those, big BAR letters kind of thing. I think Pablo's got that, maybe it is as well. But these were normally 14, 15 quid, and I think it were down to like £7.50. They've got loads of little lights, glasses, big jugs for serving cocktails in and stuff like that. So go check out the home barware at Tesco's because they've got a big offer on at the minute. There we go.
Who doesn't like big jugs?
Exactly. The last one I saw before I asked if Andy and Dave have seen anything, but Buxton, they always do, I think, a 20% off your first order, which is, if you sign up for newsletters and stuff, 20% off your first order. But I've seen the last couple of weeks, maybe even a bit longer, they pick a different one of their beer ranges, their beer cans from their range, and they do a £2 can deal. So that might be a good time to combine an order with your 20% off. Order loads of £2 cans, and there you go. It's not a bad deal at all. So that's Buxton Brewery.
So I know you're a member of these guys, but Bruiser do a monthly box, don't they? Promotion. So this month's box is with Pretty Decent Brewing Company.
Oh,
they've done a collab beer. Now, if you're not a Bruiser member and you sign up to this offer, you get 50% off the box. So it costs you a grand total for 8 beers, 15 quid.
That's a bargain.
With postage. All in, 15 quid. Bosh. Obviously, you get signed up to them Bruiser, but you can cancel, you can pause. So you've done it a couple of times and paused boxes. I know you've done that. I've never signed up to it. So if you've never signed up to it, I think just sign up for this one. You can guarantee that this beer box is going to be a belter. Because I mentioned Missing Link the other month, didn't I?
Yeah.
About the beers that my mate had on a very similar deal. But August box is going to be Pretty Decent Brewing Company with a collab with Bruiser in it. So you get 8 beers in a box, 15 quid. Can't argue with that, can you? So I'll give it a whirl.
You say you're getting it?
Yeah, I've already ordered it.
I know I've said it before, but there is no. You might as well do the Bruiser thing. It's not like, I know people have got the experience of like Beer 52 and some others that are quite difficult to cancel or pause or whatever. There is no restrictions on Bruiser. You can go on every single month.
Cancel it.
Yeah, or pause it. You don't. To be honest, cancel it. You might as well not cancel it, and you might as well
just pause. You can see up to like 6 months in advance. So you might as well just pause all 6 and then treat yourself.
That's it. And I've been with
them. And the best thing is you can have multiple boxes and 1 month. So even if you did pause it for 4 months, so you think I could do with a top up, you could always order 2 cases from 2 different breweries.
I think my first box was either November or December, and if I'm honest, I've only had 2 boxes, and it's not because I was disappointed in them. It's just because I've always got them in. I go to the local bottle shop, support them where I can. So I don't always need boxes, but it's nice if you think, oh, I'm a bit low this month, and I might treat myself this month. Just unpause it and off you go. It is really good, Bruiser, and the sort of and I think 1 month the only other I've had the Verdant box, which was amazing, great deal, opening offer. But then I left it as a surprise because I just wanted to see what turned up, and that's when I got the Farmyard Brewco beers, and they were all brilliant as well. So yeah, definitely go check out Bruiser because I definitely
if you're just getting into drinking different types of beer, I think like Beer 52 is a good one. My problem with Beer 52, and people will probably find it more often now, is they're only 330ml cans. There used to be a range of. You used to get bottles, big cans, little cans. Like you used to get quite a good range of different beers, and I think it's got. I think the price point they tried to keep it low. Yes, it's gone up a little bit, but they tried to keep it to handle their posts and stuff like that. But I think the big thing is being able to pause, cancel. Like people might just want to get into, like. I don't know, people who've always drunk macro stuff, for example, might think, oh, I'll give Beer 52 a go, because it is everywhere, isn't it? You get advertised a lot. The opening offers, as Dave's taken plenty of advantage of over the years, usually costs you about a £5, doesn't it, Dave? Does it box at 8-10 beers for the first go? And then it's obviously upwards of 30 quid after that. It depends on the type of beers that you like. So even Bruiser at I think they've got 2 different sets of subscriptions, haven't they? Which is like a base level at 29 quid, and then there's a 38 quid or something. Yeah. But even at that, just give them a go because they'll give you a code for the first time. Even if somebody reaches out to you, Jimbo, who wants to use Brewis, you can give them a referral code, and I think they get 10% off the first box, or you get some money off as well. So
there we go. Definitely look out for their offers. Is there any more Martin Brewis before we move on? Got one, Dave?
Yeah, I've got one. I have to double check it because sometimes you look at prices and you think that's a good price, and then you realise it's not. So, Perfect Draft, a keg of Camden Hells is £37.90. Yeah, and then you have to pay for delivery on that as well if you just order in 1 keg.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, it's a prime delivery, so it'll be here Wednesday if you order it tonight. We're obviously on Monday evening, but so your next day delivery, £32.50.
bargain.
So not only do you get it a little bit cheaper, you get it quicker, and it's free delivery. So win-win. You're saving yourself some money.
On about the Perfect Draft, just while the Olympics are going on, they're doing this thing where you can get 2 kegs and glassware for 65 quid. So you can order just if you want to up your glassware on your bar, 2 different kegs, different. You can choose which glasses you want as well. And part of that deal, I think, is one of them is actually, Vocation are pretty expensive on Perfect Draft, aren't they? Like 40 odd quid a barrel. You can actually get 2 hop sip and is it hop sip and
a juice?
I can't remember what it's called. Hop sip and juice. I always call it chug because that's obviously Instagram. But, and Life and Death with 2 new Vocation glasses for £70. It's a pretty good deal.
Good going. Nice
also, I have just quickly checked. So I clicked onto the Camden Perfect Draft thing. So yeah, it's £32.50. But if you do the subscribe and save, £30, and then just cancel the subscription once it's delivered.
You can do that. That's
cheaper.
Clever. Yeah.
And then the last one on Perfect Draft, just because Dave's on, he likes a Corona. You can get Corona Extra Mega Pack, 2 kegs, 2 glasses, and a lovely little deck drip board. Look at that.
65 nicker.
65 nicker.
Including free postage as well.
If you're upgrading your bar and want some more glasses,
is the Tenants on there, Andy?
Let's have a look. Yes, Tenants and a massive jug.
There we go. Get yourself a tent. You like your Tenants, Andy.
It's actually cheaper to get it in 2 kegs and a jug than it is to deliver cans of it. Theakston's.
Wow, yeah.
Look at that.
Mild.
2 glasses and a bar towel. Oh, you can put that on your ceiling, Dave.
Theakston's is a really good beer. I like Theakston's. That was one of the first beers I ever had. Excellent.
I mean, talking about glassware, I think I need to stop buying glassware or commandeering glassware. Because
do you need an amnesty like I had last year, which still sits in boxes in my garage?
The thing is that as much as I really wanted an Anspatching of Day glasses, and I really appreciate what the lads at Shiny did for me, I've now got 4. 2 pints and 2 halves. And I was thinking, 1 would have been amazing, 4's even better. But now I'm thinking, do I really need all of these? And am I actually going to use them?
We know you're going to be coming to Sheffield on Thursday, and you'll be going home with another bag full of glasses.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll see what glasses I can get. But it's like, again, at the weekend, I bought some Jubel glasses. But it was cheaper to buy 2 second-hand glasses than it was 1 brand new one. So I bought 2, and then you realise I can only drink out of 1.
Is that the tulip glass, Duvel?
It's the Stein glass. This one is. I quite like that. They're the ones that H wanted because she drinks it. So, but yeah, but they're really shit for stacking. So I can't stack one on top of each other. Dave
sent me a picture the other week. So I have a collection of tin signs like majority of us do. Dave's always been a bit envious of the fact that he found and then sent me this Vedette tin sign, which is by far one of the best tin signs ever. He sent me a picture of an eBay lady with a light up variation of that sign, wasn't it, Dave? Was
In
it
Loughborough?
a light? Now, there's rocking horse white dog shit out there that you can find quicker than you can find these lights. And this lady was selling one on eBay, was it?
Two. She had
Two of them. Selling
One
two
in
of them
red,
for
one in blue.
100, was it 115 quid or something?
150 quid, I think it was.
Yeah, I think if you bought them, you could sell them for probably double.
I mean, granted, they looked fucking massive.
I looked them up. They're about a meter high. The lights are.
I ummed and ahed, and I thought,
You know,
this
actually,
is going to cost me more than
£9.50
£9.50 to post
you
it.
probably just so that is a lot. That's quite big as it is, but in the light, it's even bigger. So
I wonder if they're still for sale, because let's have a look.
Buy
It was
it,
only on Facebook
buy it,
Marketplace.
buy it.
The-
We could have a whole new section on the podcast. We call Dave buys shit off eBay. Buy it, buy it. It's a bit like what's his name? You know him who's fantastic. What's his name?
David Dickinson.
David Dickinson. It could be David Dickhead that does it instead. Cash for track.
It's not there.
We just get him. We'll just
No.
get him tanned up. We get some Cuprinol or something.
I found the seller. I remember the person's seller. So let's just see what she else has got for sale. She's got Vedette beer runners. Like, but oh no, it's sold.
Oh, it's gone.
Look, I don't know if you can gauge the size, but
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one.
she's a big one. She's a big girl, but she had two. 150 quid, but she has got, and I am tempted. I am tempted.
I nearly bought one of them.
They're cool. Yeah,
15 quid.
Yeah,
they're
bargain.
cool. Yeah. I'll have to have a look at these.
And she's only in
Don't get-
Loughborough.
don't get- Whatever you do, don't start looking for bar stuff on eBay. It's a black hole. You will get. To pardon the word, you'll get sucked right off into it. You'll be so deep into eBay, you won't know where eBay starts and you begin.
Vinted is a good one for bar stuff. I swear I bought these
Is
Jimbo
it?
glasses.
Is it Vinted? There's a new one.
So try Vinted and just type in beer glasses and then tell me how many hours you lose. Because I've gone from top
Hours.
to bottom and it's hours of just flicking through. And there's so many I've got on my save. Because some people just
Who's at work
take
at the
these glasses-
time?
Some people just take these glasses from like their local pub and they don't realise what they
Borrow
are.
them and then sell them. The cheeky bastards.
And then they just go, yeah, I've just got this glass. And you're like, actually, that's quite a good glass. Let me just see what the
There
first
you go.
kind
You
of
learn
thing.
something new. I thought Vinted was just for clothes. So you learn something new every day.
No, Vinted, it's got everything on it.
You
where's-
thought this was going to be in the Uncut section, didn't you? No, this is made the main bit.
Oh, wait, we're going
I'll
for
have to I'll have to
Martin
condense
Brewis-
it. I'll have to condense it.
Martin Brewis is spiraled out of control at this point.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but look, I've even done it now. I've typed in beer glasses on Vinted and I am gone. See you later.
Dave,
Bye.
we've got a new
Dave.
game to play.
Dave.
Right,
Dave.
start your game, come
Dave.
back to me.
Alan,
Right.
get Dave.
Oh,
Right,
here we
Dave.
go. What glass is that?
Spat him.
Yeah. £4. £4 for a spatting glass.
Were you just saying you've got too many glasses, Dave?
No.
Hey, I've had some new glasses myself.
They look good then.
Right. Let's start your new game then.
Well, it's not new game time yet. It's old game time first. Here we
Oh,
go.
let's go and get a drink, can I?
Here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
Damn.
So yeah, Sheddie Mercury time. Now, this again, because we had that week off, this is one that's been rolling around for the past week on Ale and Radio. So Can we get it right? Have a listen to this. I'll give you some clues because it's been rolling around for a week. Nobody's got it yet.
I was just going to say, has anybody got it?
No, no one's got it yet. By the way, the last one, I don't know if we said it for last time, but the last one that we did ages ago that people struggled with was Candle in the Wind. I know you didn't get the last one, did you?
No, it fucking wasn't.
It was
No.
Candle in the Wind. It was.
It was. No, it fucking wasn't.
This one, though, what is it? Wrap your ears around this. And one more time. Pretty sure Andy's got it, but Dave, any idea before we pass it over to Andy?
Not a fucking clue.
I only got it tonight. I've heard it a week ago, and I've only just got it like this evening. I know what it is now. Andy?
It's one of my favourites. It's from Adele.
Sheddie.
Skyfall.
Hey! Well done, and well done to anybody who gets that right before this. You know, you might message me before this podcast is released because it is on air and radio at the minute. So yeah, well done if you get it right. In the meantime, there we go. Thank you, Sheddie Mercury, Pablo Discobar, for providing that. Okay, it is now time though for our new game. It's time for Blankety Blank.
Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank.
Whose dog's going wild? Is it Dave's or is it Andy's?
No,
it's
I've
mine.
got the guy's doing some sort of massacre across the road from me. I think he's
my
he's
pair
just sawing his
fucking
wife
idiots.
and all.
I can definitely hear a dog.
It's my idiots.
I think we need to send. We're talking about new equipment for Dave. I think we might need to send him a recording studio.
And the muzzle for these pair.
So blankety blank, then. Okay. So this is presented by
You used to run a pub like that.
Lily Cabbaged. Now we could have got Bradley Grolsch to present it because obviously he's been presenting it recently, hasn't he? Bradley Grolsch.
He's on tipping point, mate, or was, or
it-
no Chase.
He's
He's
been
on
doing.
the Chasers. He's on the Chasers now, and he Bradley Girls.
He's been busy doing, but I think his counterpart Bradley Walsh has also been doing the more modern version of Blankety Blank. But no, we're sticking with Lily Cabbaged. Okay, so the way
You've got to pick people who are dead.
the way
I
it's
mean,
going
Jimbo,
to
that kind of suits you, though. That does, doesn't it?
That's
really,
what I
that
said. Yeah,
dress?
he looks like he used to run a pub like that.
I would.
If you got free beer, I would.
So this is how it's going to work, right? Last week, We Are Beer revealed the top 50 UK beers as voted for by a panel of expert brewers, retailers, and journalists. We've got the top 10 here, listed by beer name, brewery, and location. Between you and Andy and Dave, you need to be able to fill in the blanks, okay? So we'll go through them from 10 to 1 and try and fill in the blanks, okay? So here it is, okay? So can you see the listed 10? And we're going to go down them in a row. So number 10, we've not given you the beer name and we've not given you the brewery, but we've given you the location, Manchester. So what beer do you think has appeared in the top 10
Track
beers of the year?
Sonoma.
Happy with that, Dave?
Yeah,
Obviously, there's a lot of big breweries in Manchester, isn't there? You've got your Cloudwater, your Sure Shot.
I know,
Track is
but
class. And it's
yeah,
So-
I know. I was the only thing I would say is something from Sure Shot, but I don't know. So
Let's take a look. Track is correct. Well done, yes. And you'll be also correct in saying Sonoma. There you go. Fairly easy one to get started, and they do get a little bit harder as we go along, I think. But the next one, all you've got this time, no beer name, no location, but you've got Thornbridge. So we all know Thornbridge. Where are Thornbridge based?
Bakewell.
There we go.
Matlock. Get out.
Skegness.
Bakewell, Derbyshire. Correct, easy one. But what is the beer, do you think?
Alfreton.
Which Thornbridge beer do you think appeared in the top 10?
I mean, Jaipur's the main one, isn't it?
I wanted to say the double dry opt one though,
Could be.
because that is the goat at the minute. That's a well. Should we just say Jaipur and then just go double dry opt?
Jaipur.
Are you going with Jaipur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Correct again. Well done.
They've
Yes.
had a few of them at my wedding who regretted it immediately.
Who did?
Did you have any of them at my wedding, or did you just drink Crush all the time?
Oh mate, I was on Crush.
They crushed it.
So yeah, the standard Jaipur is at number 9. Now number 8 might get a bit more difficult. So this beer, we know the beer name and we know the location, but we don't know the brewery for this one. So you need to fill in the blank with the brewery. So the beer name is Best, and the brewery location is Hackney in London. Any idea, Andy or Dave? Are we having to pass on that one?
5 point.
5 point, did you say?
Yeah.
Correct. 5 points, Brooker. Well done. Ooh,
Rush.
yeah, I didn't think you'd get that one. I wouldn't have got that one. Next, then, we don't know the brewery name, we don't know the beer name, but we know it's a brewery based in Cornwall.
It's going to be Verdant.
it's
Light bulb.
It's at number
Verdant light
7.
bulb.
That's a great shout, light bulb, Dave. I'm
Light
going to
bulb.
go
Okay.
straight with that.
For St. Verdant, let's have a look. Correct. Well done. Verdant, no, they've got a lot of big beers, haven't they, for different
Yeah,
reasons?
but light bulb
Yeah,
is
but light
such a
bulb's
good
their
one.
like staple beast of a beer.
Yeah.
You
and
cannot buy a better Verdant beer out there. Well,
And
you
if
can,
you-
but
if you're
that's
looking
it.
if you're looking at the type of beers that are in this top 10, they tend to be the sort of core range beers, don't they?
Yeah,
The ones
yeah.
that most people have managed to try. And yet, I've had this beer too, and you are both correct. Light bulb, there we
Correct,
go.
Dave.
Yeah, the dog's celebrating that one as well. Speaking of dogs, the next one at number 6 is blank, so we don't know the beer name. We know the brewery is Brewdog, and we don't know the
Scotland.
location.
I'm already angry that this got higher than the other 4.
Yeah.
Scotland.
Can we be more
Edinburgh.
specific than Scotland?
Is it no?
No, it's what's in it. It's
What the fuck's the place called?
Aberdeen, is it?
No.
I don't
Oh
remember.
God.
Begins with an E, doesn't it?
you does begin with an E.
Alan.
Ellen. Yeah. Ellen.
Correct. Well done. Hey, you're doing well at this. No drop points so far in
Are we just
blankety
going to say
blank.
punk IPA or hazy?
I'm going to
IPA?
say it's got to be junk IPA, hasn't it?
So you're saying punk IPA for Brewdog? Okay, let's have a look. You're wrong. It's Hazy Jane, which I do tend to agree with. I mean, I've not had Brewdog
Well,
beer for a while,
Well, that beer is worse than Trax Sonoma beer.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
I would have-
definitely.
It's
These
worse
guys
than, I
haven't
mean,
got a clue.
I got gifted a box of Hazy Janes, and it's probably one of few Brewdog beers that I will just genuinely drink, but I won't buy it necessarily. But if it's on in tap and that's all there is, Hazy Jane ain't that bad.
If you go in a Brewdog bar, I order that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
prefer Hazy Jane to Punk any day. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There we go. That's actually what I bought my father-in-law. Got him some Hazy Jane to get him trying some craft beer, and he loved it actually. So it's a good kind of entry beer, I think, as well for those trying to get into craft beer. There we go. So that's number 6. Now number 5 is blank. So we don't know the name of the beer. We don't know the name of the brewery, but we know it's in Croydon, London. This is a tricky one, but I think you should get it right. One of you in particular should definitely get it right. I'll give you a clue. Dave, you need to get this one right.
And Spatchinov Day, London Black.
Let's have a look. Correct. Well done.
To be fair, when I think when it said Croydon, I was like, I'm sure that's where it is. So yeah,
Good one,
That's,
Dave.
that's number 5. Yep, London Black. And I'll struggle to say this. Anspach and Obday. There we go.
Anspach and Obday.
yeah.
I call them Anspach D because I can't remember what they're called. I can never remember the two names. Like it's hard to.
To me, when
Anspach D.
when anyone says it to me, it sounds like one word.
Yeah.
Not and doesn't sound like it's got an and in the middle. But anyway, the next one should be easy peasy.
Camden Owls.
Yeah, Camden Town, Camden London. It obviously gives it all away. But is it L's or is it Pale? Because they're the two main ones, aren't they?
Be Hells, won't it?
Going for that?
Yeah.
They're all not lager though, are they? But yeah, no, the Pils is Hellers.
Correct. Yes. Well done. Excellent. So only one wrong so far out of all of these. Next one, number 3. We don't know the beer name, but we know it's Timothy Taylor, and we don't know the location. You should be able to get the beer name. Timothy Taylor? Tim Taylor's, as they normally call it when you go to a bar.
Is it just the standard ale that they do?
Yeah, do you know what it's
Like
called? Come on, it's a big one, this.
I can
No.
see
The
his
dads love
fucking
it.
face on the. I can see his face on the pissing bump clip.
Yeah.
Tim Taylor's.
I just call
it
it
just
Tim.
called-
When you order it, I call it. I'll have a Tim
Yeah.
Taylor.
To be fair, yeah, it can't. Sometimes the beer name does get forgotten a little bit, but you'll kick yourselves when you hear it. Do you want to have a guess while you're thinking about it? Do you want to have a guess where
Where they
Timothy
are?
Taylor's is? Yeah.
It's up
The
Yorkshire
Northern.
way, innit? Yorkshire, innit? Timothy Taylor's.
Yeah, Yorkshire. Can you get any more? Can you narrow down to the region of Yorkshire? North, east, southwest.
Yorkshire. Where they
North,
have
east, south,
puddings.
or west.
Where they have puddings.
We had a pudding when we were on holiday. It was flat as it was like a pancake.
I bet they didn't have any endos.
No, they didn't have any endos. They had brown sauce though, HP. So yeah, which bit of Yorkshire? We want a north, east, south, or west?
West Yorkshire, aren't they?
Let's have a look. Correct. Yeah, well done. Keighley, I think they say.
Yeah, that's it, Keighley. What's he fucking called? Timothy Taylor's.
Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. You really are.
I
with
will.
this one.
Go on. I'll give up.
Here we go. It's landlord.
Fucking landlord. That's it. You always say, "I'll have a Timmy Taylor's."
Yeah, exactly. You do, don't you? That's it. So there you go. That's at number 3. Number 2, then. This is where it gets tricky. The last couple. Keller Pills,
Lost and grounded.
and it's in Bristol. What you saying?
Lost and grounded. Lost and grounded.
Grounded. Let's have a look. Correct. Well done. Yeah. Now the number 1 beer is completely blank because I thought you might have seen this.
I
In the
think I
news.
might have seen it.
That's why I've left it blank.
I'll start you off, Dave. They're
Should-
from
should-
Cheltenham.
It's Dale from Cheltenham, and it's
Steady rolling man.
Oh, look at that. There we go. New game. Completed it, mate.
Leathered it.
This has
Done
been Lily Cabbaged with Blankety Blank.
Blankety blank, 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 blankety blank.
I've got a Leeds United beer on here.
Oh, yeah. I've had that square ball. I bought that once and didn't realise.
So nice.
I didn't realise it was a Leeds beer when I bought it.
Leeds. Talking of Leeds, though, but like the football kits have all been announced, as you mentioned. Have you seen Leeds' away kit?
No, yellow.
Mate, I don't like Leeds at all. They're a single dick, but they have got one of the best football. Some of the football kits this season are some of the best football kits I think I've ever seen made.
I said this the other day.
I bought Sam the Stoke third kit the other day. She never has a football shirt. I bought her the third kit the other day. It's this weird off pink like bubble effect colours. If you have a look at, if you look the website up, it's crazy. But she was like, I love that. So
I was looking through them, and I said that I actually really like Leeds' home kit. For some, I don't know if it's because they're sponsored by Red Bull this season, and I quite like the Red Bull logo. But there's just something that drew me to it. But have you seen? We're talking about like the best kit. Have you seen Wrexham's kit this year?
yes,
So it's the standard red, obviously with all the sponsors, but the actual like print on it is like a dragon. It's like dragon skin on it, and it's really, really good. And I think DHgate, £12.50. I think I might have to buy one.
send us the link, Dave. We'll go get one.
I think, is it? Oh, I don't know if I'm trying
Leeds
to.
is away kit.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Let me put
Back of the 1970s badge on it as well. It's really good.
So,
Who's your
There's-
kit sponsor this year?
we ain't got a sponsor. We need sponsors. There's Sheffield Wednesday's away kit. Look at that.
Look at that. It's a beauty.
Mm.
It's a beauty. Our away kit's really good. It's like blackout. It's got red and white on either side of the collar, but everything else is black.
We need to do like new podcast. We need to have our own football podcast kit, football shirt. You know what I mean? Like Ale and Audio FC. Like Thornbridge, didn't they? They do football kits. Thornbridge.
You're on it. You're on it. That's it.
That's what we need. Look into that. Like the good material for pub shedding as well. You know, when it's hot like this, nice and
Plus, you can
know,
go have a
airy.
fight in it, can't you?
Exactly. Yeah. Remember reversibles?
The England 2004 away kit.
We mentioned this, I think, didn't we? Not long
Yeah.
ago when we were talking kits. Yeah, there we go.
And when the badge on the inside used to chafe your nipple.
That's why they stopped doing them.
I've got one for Martin Brewis.
Oh,
Very quickly.
late entry.
Late entry. And this is like, do I go and grab this now or not? So, Facebook Marketplace, no offers, but collection from my village where I currently live. 12 bottles of Hawkston Lager, £20.
There
Do
you
I
go.
have it?
Still not tried it
Yeah.
yet, me. Is it any
It's
good?
a good lager.
Is it all right?
To be fair, Jimbo, as much as people think that it's just a standard lager, there's something about it that just separates it from just being a normal run-of-the-mill lager. There is something about it that makes it really good. The IPA that they make is really good. I've not had the session variation, but big news: Jeremy Clarkson bought a pub.
He did, yeah. We
He
featured
did.
that.
He joined the clan. He spent a stupid amount of money. He opened it inadvertently early just to watch the European Cup final, which obviously ended in disaster. But that will be open soon. So get yourself booked in and get yourself down there and go and enjoy their whole range of different beers, including cider.
I'll have to have a look into that. Yeah, there we go.
So, are we saying that's a yes to go buy it?
Yeah, you might as well.
We'll give you approval if you want, Dave.
Yeah, go on.
Sound.
Right, let's have a game of this because we haven't done it for a while and we all like it and people love it and they miss it when it's not been around for a while. So let's have a game of Jan's Box. What's in Jan's Box? What's in Jan's Box's box? What's in Jan's Box? What's in Jan's Box's box? What's in Jan's Box? What's in Jan's Box's box? What's in Jan's Box? What's in Jan's Box's box?
Hi guys, Jan here from the Boxing Hounds, and I've brought along my famous box. Can you guess what's inside it this week? 20 questions, and I can only answer yes or no.
Okay, so yes, Jan's Box time. They've got the seasoned pros here, Andy and Dave. You know what you're doing. You know how to do it. 20 questions. Can you get it right? What's in Jan's Box? What's your first question going to be?
Dave, what's the first question on this?
Is it a liquid?
Oh,
No.
no.
Or is it made out of wood?
Yay!
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
And it is made out of wood.
Now, last time it was made out of wood, it was a ruler, Dave. We got it in two. We got it in 2 questions.
Wood is your strong point.
Strong area. Wood. Wood. Is this
if
wooden
Edward
object?
Woodward had no D's in his name, he'd be called Ewa Woodward.
Ewa Wiwa. We all know that. If this wooden object is it used in the serving of drinks?
Yes.
Is it a penis-shaped bottle opener?
No.
On that, I didn't get you. I was looking for an alternative to the bottle opener when I was away.
Were you looking for a
the
holder
opposite?
for it?
I was, and I didn't find one. And I meant to get you some beers, and I went back to get the beers on the last day, and it wasn't open. I wanted to get you some Levante beers, so I failed in my quest to get you a Levante beer.
Oh.
I did see something, and thing is, it's annoying because I decided not to get rude aprons and get you an actual beer instead. And then because on my last day, we were about to be picked up by the coach. I went to get these beers, they were shut, so I didn't have time to get anything.
This story how to make it up
Anyway.
all this week. It's
No, I haven't.
unbelievable. So it's used for the serving drinks. It's made
Yep.
of wood. It isn't a cock opener.
No,
Is it a tray?
No.
nope. I make that 5.
5?
All right, 4 or 5.
Is it a flight holder for a flight of beers?
No.
Oh, is it a chopping board?
Is it fuck you, idiot?
Is it fact?
I've had about 7 now.
Used for the serving of drinks, and it's made out of wood.
Used in the serving of drinks was your actual question.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, used in the serving of drinks.
Not used for the serving of
'cause
drinks.
You
Used
don't want
in
water.
the
You don't
serving
want
of
liquid
drinks.
in your water. But you don't want.
Yeah.
What
you know,
else do you use wood in?
Got a feeling this could be a really annoying one.
This is going to be a pain in the ass. This one.
Wood. Not a
Dave,
bottle
I'm just-
opener.
The more Dave says wood, the more closer he's getting to the answer. It's like wood. just repeating wood.
Wood. Woody wood. I'm just trying to look behind the bar what I've got that's made out of wood. I mean, the whole bar's made out of wood. Is it a bar?
No.
Fuck.
Good answer though, I suppose, because it does match everything we've said, but no, it's not.
Could it be made of other materials other than wood?
I think it could be, but I've rarely seen it. But I'll say yes. But,
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
The ones I'm thinking of in particular are definitely wood derivatives.
And they're like a wooden little spoon you do the cocktails with.
No.
Don't
No.
be stupid, Dave.
I've got some wooden ones that are disposable,
Well, you've also got
good for the
metal ones, so you
environment,
just
don't
have
kill a
to-
turtle.
Bloody
and all
hell,
that.
Dave.
But we were close though, because he went. So it's something in that region, like a little umbrella or something.
A little umbrella.
They got wood in them, in there.
Oh,
So I think we're close in that way.
Is that a guess then? I've not pressed any
No,
buttons. But is
it's
that a
Johnny's
guess?
No,
Okay.
no, I'll let him have that guess afterwards. Wood. Have
Would
either
you?
me or Dave got one?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure because I've got memories of you holding one up before, Andy. I think in previous episodes, maybe. I'm pretty
So
sure.
it's small. It's small, Dave. Small. It's not massive.
So is the host.
Oi.
Have a look.
What am I looking for?
Something small, made out of wood, or it gets wood.
This is massive. We've had this.
That's not. It's not you. It's not your wooden penis.
I don't know for sure that you've both got them, but I'm pretty sure you will have. I think you're on about 11 now or something. 11, 12.
Is it Andy's wooden basket? Wood, and it's small, used in the serving of drinks. And it's not a wooden spoon type thing, like mixer. Is it that? Is it a wooden cocktail shaker holder?
No.
Oh fuck!
I'm running out of things made of wood. It's amazing when you're in such a wooden building, how many little things are made of wood. Especially when it's made in the serving of drinks. I'm frantically
also
looking
made out
everywhere
of
and not
paper?
thinking. Yeah,
What was that? Sorry.
Is it also made out of paper?
could be.
Yes.
Say it, Johnny. Do it.
What?
Little umbrella.
Is it a little umbrella?
What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan Box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan Box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan box?
I did say to you, say it the next time, but then you
This
didn't.
week in Jan Box's box, it was cocktail umbrellas.
There we go. Well done, Dave. You could have got that ages ago, but you didn't go for it, did you? I had to keep
too
the
scared.
straightest. I had to keep the straightest face then.
I was too scared. I was too focused on the fact that it was purely just made out of wood.
Oh, you got close. I reckon we were on about 17 then in end or something. I was probably generous, not
I think
counting.
it was 19, but we'll take a win.
They did it. Well done. Somehow we keep finding new things for Jan's box. There we go.
It's a pot. It's like Mary Poppins' handbag. Fucking bottomless.
Right, here we go. Pub Shed of the Week. Really quick one, this. I didn't get any extra information from them. They're kind of on and off Instagram. They've been on it a while. But yeah, they don't go on that often, so it's whether we catch them or not. But anyway, yeah, I'll tell you all about them. It is this one. McGivney's _home bar. McGivney's _home bar. Got about 155 followers at the minute. They've been on Instagram a while. Like I said, you're just kind of on and off it, so they're not constantly on there. But I'm not 100% sure where they are. I don't know if anyone can work it out from their posts. I think they are in the UK, but one of the unique things about this is you don't really see much of the outside of the bar. I think it's because it's actually in the house, this one. I think it is a house bar, I think. They've got like some sort of spare room, maybe. Or it might be like a garage or something like that, possibly. But yeah, it's a great looking place. It's very sort of Irish themed. We can tell Dave, they love the Guinness. They've got loads of seen how many sort of like different Guinness pump effect light up things they've got behind the bar on the bar top.
Yeah.
They've got loads of them, different variations. They've got a Guinness clock in there as well. I bet they're quite hard to get hold of. You see, they like the music. They've got a picture of Oasis up, and then they've got, I think it might be like a movie poster or something below it. I'm not 100% sure who they are, but they've got, Liam Gallagher up on the wall. Loads of Guinness paraphernalia and stuff like that. They get it all lit up green as well when it comes around to St. Patrick's Day. They've got that one of those Guinness mirrors. I think they've got the toucan picture and stuff in there as well. Nice big screen, a Coca-Cola tabletop, like a bistro Coca-Cola table. And then they've got on the door to the bar, they've got welcome to McGivney's with the Guinness logo on the door as well. It looks like they've got like a Jameson's whiskey barrel tabletop thing in there as well, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know where they are, where they're based. I've not managed to work that out from any of the posts. Maybe by the seaside, unless they just went to the sea. I can see they've got a sea on one of the early. Oh, no, now it's been on holiday. But yeah,
you kind of think it.
I don't know if it's actually. A lot of people who have Irish bars aren't actually in Ireland, are they?
He's Irish.
He's Irish, so it could be an Irish,
Yeah.
an actual, a proper, authentic Irishman then with an Irish bar. There we go. So I assume maybe the name.
Basically, go on one of the posts where the one that he says like he's on tour with the Guinness at the seaside.
Yeah.
If you look in the tagged, who's tagged in it, obviously Guinness are tagged in it, but I believe he's also then tagged himself in it, a personal profile. And he talks a lot.
I'm sure there is a good chance that you're heading somewhere sunny over the course of
Oh, he's got the Irish. He's got the accent, hasn't he?
Yeah, so I think that's him.
There we go.
I think because
right, lads, my new bestie, Big Dev Toner. When I did the video with him, he
sounds like a Hollywood
there's
star.
There's one video around 2020, which is kind of like he does like a mini tour around. And it does look like it's like a room in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is quite it's not a garage. Don't think it's big enough. But maybe it was like a spare room at some point.
Well, there we go. That's why we call it Home Bar of the Week, because your home bar doesn't have to be in your pub shed. It could be in your house. It could be in your garage. It could be in your loft.
It could be in somebody else's garden.
Exactly. It could be a small little sort of breakfast bar area. That's what my brother does, I think, and he's got a little bar area now as well. So yeah.
Do we know what his name is?
No, I think I assume his surname might be McGivney. Though maybe.
Yeah, I don't think it's
to
the
be
person
given
that I found, because this guy's got 131,000 followers and a massive YouTube account. And I mean, it could be.
Could be. You never know. If we find out more, we'll be able to update you. But yeah, give him a follow, everyone. That is McGivney's _home bar. And yeah, hope they're back on Instagram soon. The latest post was probably about a month or so ago. So yeah, please do go give him a follow. Tell them that you heard him here on Ale and Audio and across the week on Ale and Radio, our 24/7 streaming radio station. There we go.
Yeah, while we were looking at them, he tagged in a company that sell bric-a-brac of bits and pieces. I love Dave likes a bit of Guinness and bric-a-brac. I've just sent him shared one of their posts from 4 or 5 days ago. It's an old school Guinness light for the bar.
I mean, if you want to buy me,
oh yeah, nice.
I'll stop you.
So, what are we both up to at the weekend then? I mean, we'll mention it now, Dave. But by the time people have heard this, you'll have been up and we'll have done the Abbeydale Road Beer Festival, won't we?
I'd have been up, I'd have drank, I'd have missed my train, I'd have been shouted at, and I'd have had to have stopped in Sheffield at your house for the night.
Nicked a glass and broken a glass.
Yeah, all those things above.
Yep. So
I cannot miss my train that night.
Oh, don't worry, we won't be. So my dad's coming and all, my brother's coming, but the Abbeydale Road Beer Festival's on. So you've never done this part of Sheffield. You've done the north side now, Kelham Island. So have you, Andy. The central areas, you did that with us the other week, Dave. And you did a few of the central areas as well when you came up for the Liam's Beers bar crawl Andy. But now, Dave, you're going over to the south side of Sheffield, still in the city centre, but we're doing Abbeydale Road. There's about 11 or 12 bars all grouped together. Only half a mile stretch, so there's not as much walking as last time either. You'll roll out of one bar into another, and yeah,
There's loads of Sheffield United fans down there, Dave. It'd be amazing.
That is the issue.
Well, I nearly did buy you a glass the other day, Jimbo, because I found a beer glass that had Sheffield United badge on it, but didn't think
Thank
that'd
you for
last
not.
very long. I think you'd accidentally break it.
Yes.
But yeah, I
Or
feel like
love it.
I would have probably gifted it to father-in-law. He's a United fan, so
I feel like I'm becoming a local Sheffieldian, if that's what you want to call us.
Yep.
You know, what,
Knife and fork.
Twice in the space of almost a month.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I've come up north on the old train, the old 10:47 train to Sheffield. That's my standard time now.
Pints of Sheffield's back on as well, so we've got that. That's being poured again, rebrewed and being poured again at the festival. So, but yeah, it's great. And you can if you manage to get in every bar, which I don't know if we'll do, but you can get a little print to take home. Halves only, Dave. Halves only.
We started on halves the last time, and then it all went downhill because when you order a pint of Guinness or a Guinness, you cannot ask for a half.
No, you can't. I agree with that.
It's also because Dave's got Tourette's.
Yeah, I've got pint Tourette's. Full pint.
I'll have a pint. Sorry, I'll have a pint.
So Dave's going to do as a wish you a beer next week on his experience on the Abbeydale Road Beer Festival.
If you can remember it.
Yeah.
If I go to 1, 2, skip 3, go 4.
Other than that, what have you got planned, Dave? At the
Going
weekend?
camping Saturday night, just with some friends. Unfortunately, I was trying to make the Big Jams box party, but we promised H's friends, and they've got 3 kids, and they were like dead excited. And I was like, can we cancel on them and go to Jams? And then when the conversation potentially happened, the kids were very upset, and I was like, I can't do this. So we promised them a long time ago that we'd take them camping, and then unfortunately it fell on that weekend. So yes, we are taking them camping. I've got my keg of rectum lager, and I'll take a few beers with me, and I will get as drunk as I can there. I mean, I'll have a good few beers. So.
Enjoy. Andy, what about yourself?
Well, I'm off Friday
Nice.
this week. Nice, yeah. So I'm going down to a place just outside Chichester.
Chichester,
yeah. Staying at a campsite for a couple of nights, Friday, Saturday. And then there's a train that goes from Chichester across to, I can't forget the name of the place, but it's only one stop. And then about 5-minute walk from there is Jan Box's Garden. So I'll be there on Saturday.
Oh, I didn't know you were going. That's great. Good stuff. I'll see you then. I was a bit of a late entry.
No, we were in from the start. We just needed to work out how to get the dog from said campsite to Jan's house, which is like 40-minute walk, which we didn't really want to do. So we're going to try the train going out and see. We might leave early to get the train back, but I think she wants people there early just so she can get absolutely railroaded herself. So yeah, we'll be there for the Box's 21st wedding anniversary. That'll be interesting, won't it?
Excellent.
Make sure you pack your swimwear.
Oh yes, definitely. If it's hot and as well. So I wasn't going to go. I wasn't not going to go. I was trying to go, but because of the football fixtures, and they actually did announce a match, and it's Liam Palmer's testimonial at Hillsborough, our like, longest serving player. He's been there since he was a youth player, and he's a bit of a legend. He scored some very
long enough. You don't need an owl.
Yeah. So exactly. So I managed to get out of the testimonial. So I won't be attending that because I'll be going down to Jan Boxer's big party. So I shall see you there. It's a long drive though, isn't it? About 4 or 5 hour drive, I think.
It is for you.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Yeah. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, I'll see you there. And it's a good Dave. When I see you at Abbeydale Road Beer Festival, you have to bring some of your merch with you.
Paraphernalia with you.
I shall get it passed around at the party.
Yeah, just start flinging it about everywhere.
That's it. Fair few myself here. But anyway, have good weekends, everybody. One last thing to do. What number are we going for?
Number 5.
Here we go.
Dave's coming, Dave's coming, Dave's coming, Dave's coming, Dave's coming. With a shit beer fact.
On average, humans consume 227 billion litres of beer each year.
See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.